The morning after. She fell asleep on the couch that night, still clutching her phone, as if holding onto it could erase what had happened. I sat in the kitchen until sunrise, staring at the half-empty coffee cups from the night before. It was strange, how love could fade so quietly, yet its absence could feel deafening. When she woke up, her eyes were swollen, her voice hoarse. "Are you going to leave?" she asked. I didn't answer right away. I looked around, at the walls we'd painted together, the photos of happier days, the life we'd built and broken without ever meaning to. "I don't know," I said finally. "But I think we need to stop pretending this version of us can survive. Maybe we both need time to remember what love is supposed to feel like." She nodded, tears streaming silently. I walked to the door, grabbed my keys, and turned back one last time. "I'll always care for you, Emily," I said. "But sometimes love doesn't die, it just changes shape. And maybe the kindest thing we can do is let it go." Her lips trembled. "Will you come back?" I forced a small, broken smile. "If we ever find our way back to who we were, maybe." And then I stepped outside. The morning air was cold. The world was quiet. And as I walked to my car, I realized that sometimes, infidelity isn't just about crossing a line with someone else. Sometimes it's about all the moments you stop choosing the person beside you, until someone else does. The Golden Daughter. Growing up, dinner at the Fisher house was a performance. Mom was the director. Dad was the peacekeeper. And my sister Elise? She was the star. I was the one who made sure the lights stayed on behind the curtain. When I was 10, Mom told a neighbor, "Elie's our golden girl. Linda's our helper." I laughed, pretending it didn't sting. That line followed me into adulthood, through every holiday, every photo, every time Elise failed and Mom called it finding herself. So when her life started slipping, jobs lost, rent late, excuses piling up, no one said a word. She was figuring things out. And I was the one paying for her time. 6 months ago, she called, crying about a frozen bank account. "Just for a month, Linda. You're the only one I trust." I believed her. I always did. While I cut groceries to cover her debts, her Instagram was all rooftop brunches and new beginnings. The dinner reckoning. Low, tense music. The sound of a knife against china. Thursday night. Mom's special announcement dinner. Formal attire. Polished silver. The faint sweetness of denial. Dad raised his glass. To Elise, our provider. Everyone cheered. Elise smiled that practiced, perfect smile. Mom reached over. "You look tense, honey. Be happy for your sister." Across the table, Elise leaned in. "You've been quiet, Linda. Maybe you're just overwhelmed." That word. Overwhelmed. She used it every time I called her out. A velvet knife. I smiled back. "I'm fine." And then I wasn't. When Dad lifted his glass again, I exhaled slowly, leaned back, and let calm settle in. Then I spoke. "Perfect," I said softly. "Then she can handle the $9,200 I've been paying off for her." The table froze. Mom blinked. "Sweetheart, not at dinner." I reached into my bag, placed an envelope on the table. Receipts. Statements. Proof. Elise laughed nervously. "You're exaggerating." "Then start fixing it," I said. The room filled with smoke and silence. When I stood to leave, my chair scraped like a verdict. "You wanted a provider," I said. "You've got one." The aftermath. 4 days later, they called me back. Same table. Same candles. Same performance. Dad slid a check toward me. 200 down to the cent. "Let's settle this." "Settle," I repeated. "You mean hush?" Elise rolled her eyes. "You didn't have to make a scene." "I did," I said. "Twice. You just never listened." Then her boyfriend spoke for the first time. Is it true? Elise froze. It's complicated. He nodded once and left. Weeks later, the silence spread through our family like rot. Then one night, an email arrived. I think your sister scammed me. Screenshots. Proof. Victims. Elise's fake women in tech company, just another lie. When the truth went public, her name trended beside fraud. Mom called, crying. She's broken, Linda. She's facing consequences, I said. That's not the same as being broken. That night, I drove past our house. No porch light. No laughter. Just stillness. For the first time, I didn't feel guilt. I felt peace. I didn't destroy my family. I just stopped being their silence. They called it betrayal. I called it release. Fade out, soft music, candle flicker fades to black. Sometimes justice isn't loud, it's just the sound of truth taking its first breath.